Everybody, everybody go. Everybody, everybody go. Run and tell everyone you know. It's time for Talk Live Tuesday. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. We get to the bag and tell them that tag. Talk Live Tuesday. Talk Live Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. We get to the bag and tell them that tag. Get it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Listen, we're back again for another show, and tonight I have another very special guest. Now, a few weeks ago, I was out to brunch with her, and she was having a conversation at the table, and I was just like, oh my God, like I just feel like she would be perfect for this episode. So in front of me, I have Miss Gabby Amourr here.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on? Listen, enjoy yourself tonight.
Of course.
I just like to...
It's going to be a good time.
Have a good time.
Yes.
Listen, we're going to get into the things of the things, you know. So before we get started, I want you to introduce yourself to my audience, and then we'll get into the show.
Okay. What's up, y'all? My name is Gabby Amourr. You can find me on all social medias by Gabby Amourr. I'm from Florida. I'm a Sagittarius. And I'm here to have a good time. So
Yes, Sag. My mom's a Sag, which is
Really?
crazy.
Oh, that's a
Yes,
baby.
Yeah.
yeah.
Crazy, too.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm a Cancer, so it's just
Good
like, I be
crazy.
like...
Oh,
I be
yeah.
having to
Mhm.
push her back sometimes.
Yeah,
like, girl,
for sure.
cause girl, you trying me. But no. But you say you're from Florida. What part of Florida are you from?
So I'm originally from West Palm Beach, but I grew up in Gainesville, Florida.
Yes, gang. Did I know that? I don't know if I knew that, but you're from Lake City.
Shut up.
Yes, I'm from Lake City. So that's so crazy to hear somebody say that
What
from
the heck?
Gainesville.
That's crazy. That's
Yes.
like I was thinking, Ocala,
No.
Jacksonville.
Everybody
Lake
always think I'm from
City?
like a bigger city, but I'm like, no, I'm literally from Lake City.
Wow,
small
you're
ass
like
town.
right up the road.
Right up the road.
Wow, that is
Yes.
so crazy.
So how was it growing up in Gainesville? Like, what was the life like in Gainesville? Because of course, I used to visit Gainesville a lot, like to go to the Oaks Mall.
Yeah.
And what else I used to go to Gainesville for? Shopping and all. I think, shopping. We would go to like the games and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, because my cousin went to UF. So,
Yeah, so as you know, like Gainesville's a college town. So I'm originally from West Palm Beach. I was born in West Palm Beach. I moved to Gainesville in the 4th grade. I actually moved to High Springs.
okay.
You know what
I know exactly what that is. Yes.
So I went from palm trees to a dirt road
yes.
at a young age. I was in 4th or 5th grade. I can't remember. Elementary school. So it was very interesting because I lived in High Springs from 4th grade up until 7th grade and then moved to actual Gainesville my 8th grade year.
Okay.
But all the way up, so I went to school out there and then like the first week of summer, my mom sent me right down to West Palm Beach. So I spent all my summers in West Palm Beach. So I didn't really start being around Gainesville people for real until 9th grade year. So it's kind of like one of those things. But Gainesville, it really wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I always ask myself, like, I wonder how my life would have turned out if I would have never moved to Gainesville and stayed in West Palm Beach.
Right.
Because it's completely different.
Yes, it is. I always say the same thing. Like, I wonder if I grew up in a bigger city or it was like more diverse than what I lived in, like would I be a different person than I am now?
Yeah. And it was so crazy because like spending my summers in West Palm, like my family, they had like a boat, like my uncle and them. So we like kind of grew up on the water and then like leaving that to go to a college town where there's no water.
No,
like, I don't know. It was just very... I don't know. It was very interesting. It was culture shock. For sure.
I'm sure because like even for me, like moving from Lake City to Tallahassee when I went to college, it was because I went to FAMU, so it was just like it was a culture shock for me because it was like I'd never seen really this many people. Like it's so much more to do there. It's like you got so much more time on your hands, so it's just like it was a lot. It was a lot for me too. But describe little Gabby for me in 3 words. Like describe yourself for me in 3 words.
Genuine, funny, and optimistic.
And why optimistic?
I'm just very... I always try to just look at like the positive side of things. I always try to focus on that before the negative stuff because there's a lot of negativity.
Yeah.
So I always find the good in the bad. So,
child, that's a good way to live, because I don't know why I always have to play every scenario like good, bad, and ugly. So it's like I'm not gonna say I can never just think fully positive, but I always have to play out like the what ifs. So,
yeah, I always think of the what ifs, and I always prepare myself for the what ifs. But I'm just very carefree. Like, I don't be giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I've just learned, like, when you just don't give a fuck, things in life just become a lot more easier. Just because, especially like me being trans and then me being on the internet, like, you literally just don't have to give a fuck. Especially you being trans, me being trans, you just can't give a fuck. Because if not, like, giving a fuck is going to stop you from being who you are, being happy.
Right.
So once I gained that, I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me. Bitch, I want to do me. Literally, life got so much better.
And as it should be. We're going to get into all of that too.
Yes.
We're going to get into it. So just tell me a random fact about you that your followers don't know.
Oh. I'm very open. When I don't know if this is like what people are expecting to hear, but yes, I'm a very natural, happy person. But when I am not like that, I don't want to be around anybody. I pull myself away from everybody because everyone expects me to be this happy-go-lucky person because that's who I am. So when I'm not like that, I feel like my emotions kind of control the room because it's like, what is wrong with her?
Yeah.
She's not being her. And then now people are kind of like tiptoeing because they're like, I don't want to. And it's just like, bitch, I'm just going through the motions.
Yeah.
Bitch, I just took a hormone shot. Bitch, I'm going through it.
But you going through it. I'm on my period, baby. Listen, I bet it's that time of the month.
Exactly.
No, seriously. Because I'm a Sagittarius rising. So it's like I have like some Sag qualities. And I'm the same, like my energy will literally shift everything. So if I'm not in the mood,
it's gonna like overshadow everybody.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like everything, everybody. Because I'm the kind of person, like, everybody will be sitting there talking. I'm going to make it obvious that something's wrong because I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to be silent.
Nigga, like,
what the fuck wrong with this bitch? Like, girl.
I'm chilling. Like,
I don't got time.
Yeah.
What's something people assume about you that's totally false?
That I'm a bitch, that I'm stuck up, that I think I'm better than people. Somebody just told me that today.
Really?
Yes. I was into it with some bitch in the comments.
I never get that. I've never gotten that.
Exactly.
Like, ever.
But that's what people... Until you meet me in person, I feel like that's what you'll think. But I feel like people that have never met me in person get that assumption from just the internet.
Yeah.
But...
It comes with being pretty.
I guess.
No shade.
I guess.
That's really what it be.
I guess.
When people see people that are pretty or they feel like they're not in their lane, they feel the need to try to bring that person down and make them feel bad.
Yeah. Like, and you can't bring me down.
Yeah.
You can't.
And they shouldn't.
You can say whatever you want about me, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. What you talking about?
Okay,
thank you. Okay, before we get into the show, that was just our little icebreaker. We're going to take a quick 1, 2. Take a little sip.
Just a little sip,
and cheers.
Cheers.
I'm excited to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. When you were like, I want to bring you on, because I saw that you did did a show with Caleb, like your whole friend group, which I love y'all.
Thank
you.
They
so lit in real life.
Thank you.
Like, I really got to experience all of y'all at one time, that one Sunday when we were actually talking about this. Yeah. And I just had such a good time.
Yes, so. I had a good time with you too. When I like literally I was sitting there, I be eavesdropping. It's just crazy because my ears pick up everything. But I heard you and I was just like, oh, that's a conversation I need to have. But now we're gonna get into the glow up. So when did Gabby first fall in love with her? Like, when did you know?
That's such an interesting question. Just because I didn't know anything about being trans. So if my day one followers remember back in the day, I always said no, I'm not gonna be trans. No, I'm not gonna be trans or whatever the case may be. I have always been gay. Okay. I've always been me.
Right.
Like it was always in me. I remember like back in the day, like I used to like literally pray to God and be like, please make me like all the other boys.
Same.
Why am I like this?
Yeah.
Why am I not like them? Like, it's like, it just comes easy and effortless to them. But me, I have to like think like, oh, move this way or talk this way or don't flick your wrist or don't twist your, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just always in me.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I just eventually I came out my 10th grade year, my 9th going into my 10th grade year. It was my New Year's resolution.
Okay.
And I told my mom, I said, Mom, sit right here. I got to tell you something. And I told her and I just kind of cried. And she asked me, she's like, oh, like, how do you know? I'm like, girl, I fucking know.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
And then she ended up coming out and saying that she always like, you know, had speculations or whatever. My personal opinion is if you are a present parent, you gonna know.
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
pay attention to your child.
Definitely.
Like, you're gonna know.
Yeah.
The signs will be there.
They're there.
And my signs were there.
Yeah.
All the way up in the air.
Same.
Like, it was never like hidden. And then I went through high school. I was a cheerleader. I was in student government. I held like my president like each year. Like I was 9th grade president, 10th grade president. I sat on the exec board like senior year. All of that kind of like played into who I am today. Between being that, I was like in a program to like be learning to be a cop.
Girl,
that
why
nobody
just told my
knows.
friend I want to go to the police academy.
Yes, I love the
It's
police.
crazy.
I love the police.
Insane.
I'm so intrigued by
Insane.
law enforcement. like
that's all.
everybody hates the police, but I actually love them.
Yeah, that's
like,
all the shows I watch on TV.
Yeah,
like
same.
The Rookie, Law and Order, everything that has to do with cops. That's all I watch.
Oh my God, you would have loved the Explorer program. It's called the Explorer program, and most sheriff's office like departments have a program for people from 9th grade till they're 21.
Okay.
And you basically like join it and you get uniforms, you do ride-alongs, you compete against other like sheriff's office in different counties.
I wish that
it was so cool.
But that's just a part of where I grew up. Like you have like even just you saying like you were a cheerleader and you did all those things. Like I wouldn't even thought to do that because I literally had to be straight until I could be gay. Yeah. So like I literally
and Gainesville's small. Yeah. Lake City's even smaller and it's very country out there.
Very, very, very country. Very. And it's just like I literally went to college just to go be myself. Just to get away. Like just to get away. Like that was my only out for real.
I think if I didn't have the support and love from my mom, I think it would have taken me longer to come out.
Yeah.
But you know, and then like being a cheerleader and stuff like that definitely helped. It like literally was like a character builder for me. So I get that for sure.
So was there a moment like you ever like didn't feel fully at home like in your body that made you say like
absolutely. Even throughout high school, I went through therapy because I just could not figure out why I was feeling like this. I didn't even feel comfortable in just being a femboy. It just did not fit me. It fit me at the time, but deep down it just didn't fit me because even like at the beginning stages, I'm like, I mean, I'm playing in makeup, like I'm getting my little bangs twisted, curl, you know, feather down.
Doing a little 1-2.
A little 1-2 with the shade size. But even with that, like, even after high school and I like started getting into hair and makeup and I went to the gay club for the first time and I saw my first trans woman. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's the bitch. They're like, no, bitch, that's one of the girls. I'm like, I was like fascinated. Yeah. Because I wasn't, my mom and my dad were both in my life. My brother, he's older than me. I wasn't around no gay shit. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Thank God I was never touched. Yeah. So that didn't influence who I was. Right. It was just in me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so when I started going to the gay club and being more around the gay scenes and started to really learn like, oh, there's more than just what I am out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. And even that same trans woman that came up to me, she actually came up to me and was like, you want to be a girl? And I'm like, girl, no, I want want to be no damn girl.
Right.
And I just was just still so fascinated because at that point I'm like, I can't be no damn girl.
Right.
Like you look fab. It was Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
It was Giselle. Like
yes.
she's just always been
Barbie.
absolutely beautiful. Like she's just literally a Barbie. And she came up to me and she said, I'm like, girl, I want to be no damn girl. Like, why this bitch ask me if I want to be a girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't know. It was just very like, I was caught off guard. Yeah, exactly. And so just with time, I just started, you know, getting into quiche, wearing hair, makeup. And like when I was that's where I'm like, this is who I am. Yeah. Like, this is who I am. But I actually was engaged at that point. And I was like telling my fiance at the time, I'm like, I want to transition. And he's like, no. Like, I like you the way you are. And I'm like, but I want to transition. It's like, no. Like, you're fine. Like, you could dress out. He used to call it dressing out. You can dress out, do what you want to do, but like, I like the boy you. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like young and naive and delusional. Like, girl, I got the man of my dreams. Right. Like, he liked me for who I am. Why do I have to change myself?
But that wasn't really you, for real.
Exactly. It wasn't really me. And so after we broke up years later or whatever the case may be, he was actually talking to one of my friend's mom. And he told her, he was like, I don't want to be with no girl. And when she told me that, I swear to God, it was like the first time I ever experienced a light bulb moment. The light bulb went off in my head. And I'm like, oh. Well, what the fuck? I start wiping my tears. Why the fuck? Bitch, I'm finna go be a girl.
Because that's who I am.
That's who I am.
And you've already confirmed it for me. Right.
To not be who I am. Yeah. So you don't want to be with a girl. I want to be a girl. This is how I want to live my life. I feel more comfortable like this. Yeah. I'm going to go do that.
Yeah, as you should.
A few months later, I went and got
period. Look at you now. Because baby, this hair is laid over here. Baby, you look good. So what's a misconception about trans people that you, like, really pisses you off, that upsets you?
That we're all the same. We're not all the same.
No.
We're not all the same. What she do over there is not what I do over here. And what I do over here is not what they do over here. Nobody's the same. No matter what community you're in, no one is the same. Yeah. All straight people don't even agree with each other. All trans girls don't agree with each other. You know, it's just, we're not all the same.
And you know, even for me, a transparent moment, I used to think that because one of the first girls I met when I was in Tallahassee used to always just like push up on me, like just always would be like in my face every time. Like, and you know, this was my first time seeing like trans women when I got to Tallahassee. So it's just like touchy feely, all this all the time. And I should just be like, and it had at that point at the time, I didn't know how to take it because it was new for me. And so then I started saying like, oh, I don't want to go to the gay club because I don't want to have to deal with this kind of stuff. And then I met who at the time became my, she was like my gay grandmother at the time. She was my gay dad's mother. And she was different from that. She wasn't who I thought all trans girls were. And being around her, it helped me develop like a different respect. And then over the years, I ended up becoming friends with a trans girl. And it was just like, bitch, y'all lit. Everybody, all y'all are not the same. Like you have some people that do that, and you have some people that don't. Right. And that's like they're, you know, so yeah, I get that. Yeah. So, you know, you've been like on Instagram, like you're a beauty girl on Instagram. Like you're beat down, you're always in your fashions. What's one thing the public doesn't know about the work that it takes to put on like this good look?
I wouldn't say it's just about the look. I think it's just about being trans. It's not all glamorous. Like, this shit is hard. This shit is hard. We literally go through hardships and like emotionally, mentally. It's not all about the glitz and the glams. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally as simple as I can put it, is that it's not all about the glitz and the glams. Like, we are normal people. We're human. Yeah. And we have feelings just like everybody else. And we go through shit just like everybody else. And so, yes, I can put, you know, Instagram is fake. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instagram is very fake. Yeah. So don't ever take what you see on social media and think that that's what it is. I think nowadays a lot of girls are just trying to transition because they see the attention that you get on social media, that you get from men and stuff like that. Like, no, it's so much more than transitioning in being a woman. Like, you have to work on yourself. You got to drink your water. You got to take your medicine. Yeah. You got to work on your feminine mannerisms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going through a lot mentally. Yeah. Your body's hurting. Like, your titties growing. Like, it's a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. It's just not, I go get my body done and throw a wig on and I'm a woman. Yeah. Like, it's a lot more deep down. And
I'm glad that you said that because I think, like, a lot of girls do just do it these days for trying for it to be a money grab or thinking that, oh, this is going to be my easy way out in a sense. And it's like they don't even have, like, it's some girls that still have their masculine mannerisms because they don't, like you said, they don't take the time to really sit in and like learn what it is to be a girl. Yeah. And like, how do you feel about girls that do that?
I just think they're not taking it serious. Yeah. You know, I think that they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're doing it so they can get trade. Yeah. They're doing it because they're into sex work and they're just there for the money. And they know that now, especially now, trans girls are...
They're getting it.
They're getting it.
They are.
Like, they're getting it. Trans porn is probably one of the most watched porn out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I just think that just like in every community, there's always people that, you know, kind of, there's always a bad apple in every batch of apples. Yeah. So I think that just kind of comes with it. Yeah. It's literally just like that in every community.
So how do you feel when people say, like, you know, trans girls are just drag queens, like when people don't know the difference?
I think people are just ignorant and don't want to be educated. Like, y'all don't want to be educated. Yeah. Y'all don't want to learn. Y'all don't want to be open-minded. I'm not going to sit here and prove who the fuck I am to you, bitch. Yeah. If you can't even be motherfucking open-minded, you want me to hear you out, but you don't want to hear me out. You want me to put myself in your shoes, but bitch, you can't put yourself in my shoes.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
So I don't even, like, I'm not even going to sit here. I would never go and debate about who I am. If we can't sit across the table and have a regular conversation and you try to see it from my lenses, right? I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. Because you're beating a dead horse.
Beating a dead horse.
So it's like, it's just no point. Yeah. I'm not going to prove myself to nobody.
No bitch. Nobody.
No bitch.
No.
No hoe.
You ain't paying my bills. You ain't giving me no money. You ain't doing nothing for me.
And that's literally one of the biggest things that I want people to understand, especially whether you're gay, whether you're trans, lesbian, no matter what. Jump off the motherfucking porch. Yeah. And do you.
And do you.
And do you, because at the end of the day, you're either... The only choice that you have, they say being gay is a choice. The only choice that you have is I'm either going to be miserable to make everybody else happy, or I'm going to jump off the porch and say, fuck you. Yeah. And I'm going to go make myself happy. Because y'all not laying in the bed at night when I'm sick, tired, depressed, and all that. Y'all not putting no food on my table? What y'all doing for me that I have to live by your standards to make you happy?
And why would I choose this ghetto ass life? This life is ghetto, y'all.
It's very ghetto.
This shit is ghetto.
It's very ghetto.
I would not choose this.
No,
as an everyday life, bitch.
Who the fuck gonna choose to be gay?
Who gonna choose to be gay? Who gonna choose to be ridiculed by the outside public 24/7 when a bitch don't even want to get to know? Like you said, don't want to know who you is. They want to know who you are.
Why the fuck would I choose that? Bitch, the only choice I have is, bitch, I'm going to live for y'all hoes or I'm going to live for me. That's the only fucking choice that I have.
The only choice I got is top or motherfucking bottom.
Listen, they say, they gave me these motherfuckers, right.
That's all the
They gave me these cards and said, here, this is what you got to deal with.
1 to 2.
So pick and choose what you're going to do.
Choose.
Bitch, and I just chose to say, fuck y'all. Bitch, y'all finna do me. Thank you.
Oh, Gabby bringing out a get on me, y'all, because I'm up here shooting birds at the camera. Ciao. Anyway, now let's talk real. What part of your transition was probably the most emotionally intense?
Probably at the beginning. Probably at the beginning, just because my body's going through a lot of changes. And with the medication, like it plays a big role.
Yeah.
For sure.
And does it, I know a lot of girls, like you said, like earlier, like sometimes you maybe have taken your shot and, you know, maybe this, you know, off course or whatever, like, how does that make you feel like when you're in that stage of, at the beginning stages, like taking your shot and in the feeling that it makes you have?
I think it all is a case-by-case situation, and it depends on each person. Because if you are not already mentally there and you already kind of missing a few screws, bitch, you ain't gonna have no more screws after the hormones. Once the hormones get into the bitch, you ain't gonna have no more screws. Okay?
Yeah.
So I think that, like, people really need to work on themselves, go to therapy, and really do the right thing.
Right.
Follow the steps.
Yeah.
Therapy plays a very big role before transitioning because you need to understand yourself. You need to be able to speak to someone. You need to have clarity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think that if you already got some loose screws, the hormones are going to make them even looser. And that's why motherfuckers be going off the thing. I think with me, the hormones really, they never really make me angry or anything like that. They just make me sad.
They make you sad?
Yeah. I just be a little sad. Like, and I be like, bitch, what you sad for?
And it's because, baby, it's the
and I'm like,
the
I just
estrogen flowing through that body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, I literally have no reason to be sad, but honestly, even with or without the hormones, sometimes I'm just the type of person that I just need to cry and then I'll feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just need to cry.
Baby,
I just need to cry and so I can feel better.
I cry 3 times a day and then be like, girl, I'm finna go to sleep. I'm drained. I feel bad. I'm
or
good
sometimes
now.
literally just go to sleep.
Yeah, just go to sleep.
Because I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
The longer I stay up, the deeper I'm going to get in my thoughts and the deeper hole I'm digging for myself.
Okay.
So just take your ass to sleep.
Now, why is it important? Do you think, why is it important for trans people to go to therapy? Because you're like one of the first people I've heard that said they've been to therapy as a trans girl. Why do you feel like it's important?
Because also I needed to figure out who I was. I was having a hard time figuring out where in this life do I fit. Because I didn't know where I fit at. And then once I figured out where I fit, I needed to come and accept myself. And I think going to therapy and speaking to my therapist, which sometimes you got to try different therapists so that you can find somebody that you actually enjoy. Don't just go to one person and then be like, oh, it didn't work for me. No, go to somebody that you feel comfortable with. So I think it helps with finding yourself, asking someone questions. Like me and my mom are very close, but there are some things that I didn't want to talk to her about. Yeah. I wanted somebody that just absolutely did not know who I was, where I come from, anything like that. I just walked into your office and I'm now telling you everything. Yeah. And I think it's very important to be honest with your therapy. Therapy's not a bad thing.
It's not.
Let's stop acting like therapy's a bad thing.
It's not.
Like, therapy really, truly helps when you find the right therapist. Yeah. It literally, you get things off your chest. You get different perspectives. You get a psychological and a professional opinion and perspective, from your therapist to yourself. So I think it's just important.
I'm looking for a new one. I had one and child, a lot happened, but I ain't gonna speak on that tonight. Really? Well, that's a story for when it's time for me to tell my story, you might want to watch out. Anyway, but no, seriously, like he literally did me wrong. Like he was my therapist and then became like someone that he also knew some of my friends too. So it's just it's just a mixy set, child.
Yeah, that sounds mixy.
Very mixy. But have you faced more judgment from like straight men, gay men, or cisgender women?
Cisgender women for sure. 100%. 100%. They love to hate me.
And why do you feel like they love to hate you?
I just think it's just very unprovoked. Like, I will post a picture and people literally would and it just be women.
Yeah.
It don't even be men for real. Like, they will literally just share my post and just be like, oh, that's a man, y'all. Or, oh, he's so cute. Or just backhanded compliments.
No, not literally like he's so cute. They like and repost it to their story?
Yes. Especially on Facebook.
Girl.
Yes. And in the comments, like, just all the backhanded stuff. And it's like, then you go out of your way to say he, or you go out of your way to spill my tea to somebody else, or you go out of your way to just be rude and nasty. And it's like, bitch, if I get on y'all motherfucking pages and start calling y'all what y'all bitches be, you dirty foot bitches. Oh, you dirty foot asshole. You so motherfucking pretty. You Buick driving ass bitch so motherfucking pretty. Girl, you got 4 different, this bitch I got 4 different kids and 4 different baby daddies. Bitch so pretty. That be y'all bitches.
And that's what they be, for real. And
so if we gonna start calling shit how it is, don't get mad.
When I come to you, when I come knocking at your door.
And when I come knocking at your door.
Yeah.
Don't be offended how I respond to your disrespect.
And I just always wonder why it's always women, especially when it comes to, and women, I love y'all.
Of course,
you know, I love y'all.
Them.
Like, and especially the ones that are actually for us. So there'd be a lot of women that want to be around that don't really be for.
Yes. But then there's also a lot of women that absolutely will ride or die for us.
Literally.
Like literally. Like they will literally, like I've had friends like, oh, you don't like gay people? Oh, well, my best friend's gay. Yeah. Or my best friend's trans. Yeah. Like, I'm good. If you uncomfortable around her because she's who she is, I'm good. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Them is some real bitches.
Some real bitches.
Them is bitches that actually, you know.
But I wonder why, though, because like women, because for instance, one of my friends is like popular on TikTok and he'll post himself dancing or doing whatever, and it's be the main thing in the comments be women talking crazy to him. Yeah. And it's always the comments, oh, what's going on with our black men? We losing all our black men. And it's just like, there are other men in the world that are gay besides black men. There are white men that are gay. There are Puerto Rican men that are gay. Yeah. There are Hispanic men, whatever. Yeah. It's more than just black men. So why are we the main focus? Like, why as the black community can't we be who we are? Because everybody else letting their people be them.
Right.
Simple.
Exactly.
I
just don't understand because it's like we losing all our black men as if motherfuckers ain't been around for years. Decades. Centuries.
People been gay way back when.
Like y'all grandma them was around.
Hell, it was slaves that was gay.
Exactly.
No shade. So just
what are you talking about like that is like we're losing it? Like what do you mean?
I mean people
it's so many straight men out here.
Okay.
Like, and that's another thing. I don't like how people just be like, oh, everybody gay. Like, everybody DL. Girl, everybody don't be DL.
Everybody don't be DL.
Everybody don't be gay.
And bitch, everybody don't, baby, and half of the time, we don't even be wanting half of the fucking trade. Right. Like, they be wanting us to be honest.
And men just be fucking horny. They'll fuck anything.
Anything. They'll put their dick anywhere they can stick it.
Anywhere.
Or if they can get stuck. Hello.
Anywhere. And I also think that when kind of going back to, because I meant to say this earlier, I think women are just naturally catty and competitive. So now you got a trans bitch coming in here. The bitch pretty. You know that your man or your baby daddy or someone that you're attracted to will look at me and be like, oh, she look good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, I know. That's her. That's his type. He like light-skinned bitches. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it becomes that to where it's like, now if I was a brick, you ain't gonna be worried about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be worried about me.
But look at you. I'll be
so I
intimidated
think
by
it's just
too.
Thank you. So I just think it's just like it's just one of those things.
Yeah, they'll get over it though one day. How do you respond to men that you are possibly involved with or someone that you are going to be involved with and they ask you like, are you post-op? How do you navigate that conversation?
I'm pre-op.
Yeah.
I'm post-op. Yeah. I answer the question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a very open person. Like, I don't be trying to, everybody be like, oh, you be out here tricking people. You be tricking dudes. I don't got time to trick for nobody. Listen, I'm okay. Which goes back to the conversation.
That's our next question. So yeah,
go ahead and ask the question.
The question is though, are you okay if someone clocks your T or feel like you're clockable?
Yes. So that's what we were talking about and why we're here today because we were having this conversation. And my response was, I am okay with being unclockable in passing. I want to walk into a place get addressed as a woman, get respected as a woman, or whatever the case may be. And if you clock it, that's fine. You can clock it.
Yeah.
But still respect me.
Yeah.
And I don't care about being clocked because send me the ones that are with the shits and put the ones that ain't with the shits to the back. You clocked it, good. You with the shits? No? Okay, bye. You with it? Come on, boo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't care about being the most unclockable thing because, when you are so worried about being unclockable, you will drive yourself crazy.
I can only imagine.
You will drive yourself crazy. And then you become so unclockable that now you start attracting the wrong men.
And why do you feel like it's important to want to attract the right man?
Because I want the man who's going to be with the shits.
Hello?
And one thing about it, I'm not finna play no motherfucking games with you. Hey, boo, you know what I'm saying? I'll get the number, go on about my business. When I get home or get somewhere else, I'll text you and I'll pump you the tea. The ball's in your court. What we gonna do?
What we gonna do?
You ain't fucking with it. And I don't ever, like, when I be pumping the tea or if I ever get clocked or whatever the case may be, it's never no disrespect.
Yeah.
It's, damn, your surgeon did good. Damn, you look good. You're beautiful, but that's not my thing.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
Yeah.
It's never, oh, you a man, da-da-da, bruh, this and that, da-da-da.
Yeah.
It don't be giving that.
Why do you feel like a lot of girls say they get that? Or do you feel like that's something that the girls get for real?
I mean,
do you feel like it's by looks?
Yeah. As in, like, them getting clocked?
Yeah. As far as them saying, like, how they respond, in a sense.
Oh, I just think it depends on the man. It depends on the man.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I just think it just depends on the man, for sure.
And why do you feel it's important to disclose your tea when dealing with?
It's a dangerous game. You don't know anyone's. You just met this person. You don't know how he react. You don't know what he got going on mentally. You don't know if he got anger issues. You don't know if he's an ex-murderer and just got out of prison. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and just tell him. And then also, I think what sometimes you just got to be careful because sometimes you can be telling somebody, like, you can get so far with somebody and now you have developed feelings and now you have to tell them your tea. And now it's like, you just did yourself a hole.
Right.
Now you done gained feelings for this man. Now he don't want to be with you because you trans. And now you in your feelings because it's like, oh, I hate my life. I hate my life. You should just gate the motherfucker. Hey, I'm trans.
Up front.
Save yourself the headache.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I do understand. And this is a case-by-case situation. It just depends. And you can feel a man out.
Yeah.
Once you have experienced enough men, you can tell, like, oh, he gonna be with the shits. Oh, he not gonna be with the shits. You can tell. I don't know how to explain how you could tell, but you could just tell. It's one of those things.
It's like an intuition.
Yes. If you know, you know. You could kind of smell it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's one of those things. And also sometimes it just depends on the situation. Because if we're just having regular conversation and, you know what I'm saying? We just having regular conversations. It's not sexual. Like, we just are literally having regular conversations.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to tell you.
You know, okay.
And you might have already clocked it by the voice.
Man.
Who knows? I don't care.
And, you know, I actually agree with that. I can agree with that.
You know
because
what I mean?
if I'm not trying to get with you in that way,
Yeah.
it's no need for me to just be like, hey, look, this is what it is. Because, you know, for what? We just at this point, we just friends. We just
having
chatting.
a conversation.
Yeah.
What does me being trans have to do with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes I've even had where it was just regular conversation. We're just being normal human beings and having dialogue. There's been times where I've done that and a motherfucker be like, well, damn. You know, I actually really enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah.
Like, you be my first, like, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see what what can happen or whatever the case may be.
You've been someone first before? Go ahead. Sorry.
Just because, like, damn, I forgot where I was going. Sometimes it's just like based off the vibe. Like, I can vibe with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just like any other girl. Like, you know how to conversate. You know how to, have a conversation. Whatever the case may be. Like, let me just see what you're about.
Yeah.
Some men are just open to it. Some men aren't. So it's kind of one of those things as a case by case situation. But
and how do you educate someone that you've been their first? Like being their first, like how do you maneuver through that with them?
You just gotta be patient. Be patient.
Yeah.
I used to want to be everybody's first. I want to be your first. I want to be your first. Baby, come experience. Nah.
Okay.
Like,
baby.
Listen, just come experience.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, like, and then you can always tell when somebody says, oh, I'm your first.
Lying.
You just lying. You just got down here. You just did all that.
You ain't your damn first.
Bitch, I'm not your motherfucking first. Bitch, stop motherfucking. Girl, you done been here, done that before.
Okay, just a few times. Okay,
girl, like I can tell.
Send me something.
Because
okay.
you can just tell, like you can just tell, like I don't know. It's kind of one of those things that you could just tell. But I've been plenty of people's first, and I can always tell when I've been there first and when I haven't been there first. So,
have you ever experienced? I'm gonna say have you experienced, but how many times have you experienced that someone comes after you super masculine, and then they come to you wanting to be a lot of them?
Plenty of times. And I think it just kind of comes with how comfortable you make them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like I just made you feel comfortable. So you felt like it was okay to be like that with me. Which is cool. But I've experienced all things. I've experienced men that just want to bend you over and don't want to see nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think they trade for real. I don't think those type of men are.
They just because they're looking at you as
a woman.
As a woman.
You know, when you get the dibbling and dabbling.
Yeah.
Now it puts a question mark. Hello.
Because what you doing?
What you doing? You come back. Will I see you again? Because I had a Bible.
Now, we know that a lot of girls in the community resort to sex work.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel like that is so?
I feel like everybody comes from a different background. Mm-hmm. Not everybody has the support.
Gotcha.
So I think that sometimes, you know, you resort to it because that's the quickest and easiest thing. Mm-hmm. Especially at the beginning of your transition, you might be real clocky. You don't feel like you can get a job or whatever the case may be. And I think that it's just quick and easy. And because the other people that they're around do it and they see that, they think that that's just the route that they need to go. And I really want to change that within our community.
Yeah.
Like, you do not have to go straight to sex work.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah. You don't.
Maybe that should be something that you should like try to put together or like, you know, do some kind of community work with that. And I would be open to helping at some and be a part because I do feel like that's something that the girls should know. Yeah. I feel like a lot of young girls automatically feel like that's where
they jump out the gate and go straight into that. And it's like, I get it if you're on survival mode. Mm-hmm. I get it. But some people really just come from decent families and just want the easy way out. Yeah. Like,
and the easy way out is not always the best way.
Yes. And sometimes it's good to just, if anything, jump in there, make your coin, pay off your surgeries, and get out. You know what I'm saying? And even while you're doing that, still have a corporate job somewhere. Still be working on something. Taking that money and investing it into a business. Be smart with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's kind of the thing like with when the fish be, oh Lord, they're going to eat me up for saying the fish. When, you know, the strippers fish. Be going into the strip club, they jump right into that and they see all this fast money coming and now they done turned around and it's been 10 years and you ain't got nothing to show for it but a body. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got to think logic here. Yeah. Where are we thinking about the long run? Yeah.
Because life,
you know what I'm saying? Do we have 401k? Yeah. Do we have insurance? What, like, are we building ourselves up for retirement? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be smart here. Like, I respect the women that get in the game and use it as leverage and then leave it alone. Yeah. If you can pick it up and got it like that, use it.
Use it, yeah.
But just be smart about it. Like, motherfuckers be 40 years old, you still.
And still doing it. Yeah, baby, it's time to give it up.
It's time to give it up, boo.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes, 401k. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Have that them funds ready for when it's time to clock out. Okay. Do you think men fetishize you, or do they really love you? And can you tell the difference?
I can definitely tell the difference. I definitely think it's a fetish.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of the time it's a fantasy. It's a fetish. It's just lust.
Mm-hmm.
Because of how society treats men that are into trans women or that are just gay, period.
Right.
So I think that sometimes it's either they're just really on some horny shit and just don't give a fuck what it is, and so they go for anything. And I also think that it could also be that they're interested in that, but they know life will be easier with a woman, with the cisgender woman, you know, and that's how, you know, they do it to please their families or whatever the case may be. You know, so it could be a lot of different factors for sure.
And do you feel like you will find that partner one day that just solely wants you for you and not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have to think like that.
Yeah.
Once you start telling yourself you're not, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Like, going back to the first question, I'm optimistic. I think, you know, always, even though it be times where I'm like, damn.
Baby, I'm ready to give you something about my
like,
feet, baby.
I want to be a wife.
Okay.
I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to be a wife. I want to have a family.
Yeah.
I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want all of those things. I don't want to have to be out here dating every other day, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out who's gonna be the word, you know, the thing. And then at this point, in this day and age, the dating pool has shit in it.
Shit. We talked about that on the friendship series, baby. It got shit, piss,
bitch,
or
girl, all kind of shit.
All kind of shit in it.
You gonna get in there and something gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just kind of one of those things where I just remain optimistic. Because I've been engaged before. So it's like, I think I can do it again.
You can do it again.
But yeah, I hope so, because I'm ready to be a mom. I'm ready to be a wife. Yeah. And have the family.
Yes, I live.
And have, you know, the family and the estate and just everything. I just like, I literally can envision it for myself.
So, you've done a movie. You've done a movie. And the movie was called Romeo and Isabella. Yes. How was that for you? Like, how did that come about? And tell me a little bit about the movie.
Yeah, so I just received a call one day from this guy that I knew that he does movies. And he's been trying to work with me for a minute now. And so I kind of was like, nah. But then he called me with that and was like, hey, someone wrote this script and wants me to film it, and I think you're the perfect person. Wow. And I was like, wow, like, this is actually my life. Yeah. Like, in a way. Yeah. I definitely, like, resonate with this. And so, yeah. And so, it was filming it, like, I cringe. Like, now, like, even now, I'm just kind of, like, cringing. Like, just because that movie, like, it was my first time. Yeah. Like, I didn't know how to read a script. I didn't really take it that serious. I had like hair and like wardrobe issues. We shot it in a week. Like, I just did not know what I was doing. Like, I was the only one that hadn't done movies. Yeah. Everyone else had. Okay. So it was just like even looking back and watching it. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. No, you did. Even looking back and I'm like, oh, I could have did this. I could have did that. But then also on the flip side, bitch, that was my first time ever doing some shit like that. I never did no shit like that before. I've done little skits in there, here and there with my best friend, but like a main role in a movie. Yeah. Like, and then it was like kind of difficult to find someone to play the male role because me being trans, because it's a movie. Yeah. You know, finding someone that was going to play, you know, my ex-boyfriend. Like, how I envisioned it, I wanted the tradie honor.
Okay, like, bitch, I need a man.
I need, you know what I'm saying? I needed to serve. You know what I mean? And so that was like difficult. But yeah, I mean, I just try to give myself grace and just kind of like relax.
Yeah,
it was your first time.
You got to.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, like when I did, take a shot. When I did like web reality TV, and after doing that, I was like, my first season, I was like, oh my God, I could have did so many different things. I could have been so much better. It's always going to be like that. And even doing my show, like sometimes I don't even watch, like, well, I'm not going to say sometimes, like I rarely watch the episodes. Like, and my first time starting to watch episodes was when I started back doing it this go around and when I started doing it with my friends. And I was like, okay, let me actually watch so I can critique myself and see what it is. Because I cringe just watching myself or even hearing myself talk.
Same.
In like right now, I'm good. Like I'm just chilling. But then when I go back and watch it, I'd be like, girl, you should shut the fuck up.
Yes,
like, just shut the fuck up.
Yes. We're our biggest critics.
Yes, we're our biggest critics. So, yeah, okay. But would you film another movie or would you continue acting?
Did.
Oh.
I already
did. Okay.
Yes, I did. It'll be out. I don't even know when it's gonna be.
Is it on Peacock? It's gonna be on Peacock and Tubi too.
So possibly.
Okay.
Because the guy that I'm working with is now venturing off. He was working for Tubi.
Okay.
He was working for Tubi, and I think he's now venturing off.
Okay.
And doing his own thing. So it might be on a different like app now. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
would you ever do reality TV?
You'll be seeing me soon.
Okay. So you in your bag right now.
Of course.
You doing the things of the things.
Yes.
Period.
I'm working.
As you should work. Now we're gonna play a quick little game.
Okay.
Before we go into our last segment.
Okay.
And this game is just something real quick, real cute, real funny. It's called Swipe or Smack. And I'm gonna name just like some different celebrities or different
smack as in
smack like like hell no, like girl bye.
Okay.
But swipe just like if you want to
swipe
ask.
right.
Yeah, swipe right.
Okay.
And then if not, bitch, you
so swipe and then Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna name out a few names and then you're just gonna tell me.
I know them.
You should. It's some good people, I would say.
Okay.
ASAP Rocky. He not your type?
No, not really.
Not really? Shamar Moore.
Yeah.
You gonna swipe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lil Nas X.
I almost have to swipe.
You got to swipe?
Yeah.
I'm swiping too.
Yeah. I just like a little bit more mask.
Yeah.
He's super handsome,
He's
though.
super handsome.
He's so cute. But he's just,
Yeah. So, no, you smacking.
I'm smacking. I'm smacking.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
You
swiping?
I'm
Yeah.
swiping.
I see that for you, though.
Like a little Bush Queen.
Thank you. See, I'm not into Bush Queen.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, period. Sean Bankhead.
Who's that?
He is Doja Cat's, like, choreographer. Let me show you who he is.
Yes, let me see.
If y'all know who he is, I'll put him on the screen so y'all can see too. But I think he's very handsome. You can go through his little Instagram real quick. He's cute.
Oh, he's a little cutie.
Now, I don't know how he is in person. I don't know his personality.
But I'm still going to swipe.
You gonna smack?
Smack, sorry.
Oh,
Fuck.
Period.
Smack.
Damn.
Sorry.
Future.
Ugh. Smack. Ugh. I just, ugh.
Yeah, the girl.
Girl, burnt ass.
Burnt ass.
Girl, burnt ass.
Sick of her.
Girl, I'm sick of her.
Anthony Uncensored.
Smack.
Smack.
No shade, but
I'm
not into
not doing it, period. And you know who Damson Idris is?
No, who is that? Girl. He sound like he fine.
He is. He's an actor. I can't believe you don't know who he's like literally one of the hottest things out right now.
For real? I don't be knowing people's names, but when I see him, I'll be like, oh, okay.
He a chocolate love.
Oh, hey, well, what's going on?
Yeah. So you swipe it.
We swipe it.
Oh, period.
You come home with me, boo.
Come on home, daddy. Right. Now, are you into girl-on-girl action?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
No girls.
Mm-mm.
Period.
I like masculinity.
Yeah.
Down. Like, that's just what I like.
That's like, I get that. And but I can see that because you're literally like so like you're like everything you're doing over there, like this how you're sitting, how you poise, like how you talking, it reminds me. Like you just give me girls. So like, and I love that.
Yes. I mean, I like to have like fun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like a man.
Yeah.
I need
ain't nothing
that.
like a man, child.
Ain't nothing like a man.
Ain't nothing
you know
like
what
a
I'm
man.
saying? So I need that masculine energy. I need that because I like to be soft and courted and just. That's why I can't really get into the butch queen thing. And I know a lot of girls are into butch queens, but I'm not into butch queens. And I think it would just take a certain type of butch queen. But it'd be butch queen trying to talk to me, but you trying to fake act like you like girls. Don't come over here playing with me.
What if they do like the girls for real?
I don't know. I just don't ever think that I would ever be able to. And my best friend, Jediah, he always tell me, you going to end up with a butch queen, you going to end up with a butch queen. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I love Jediah.
Yes, that's my baby. But he always tell me that.
This weekend.
You did? I seen that he was outside.
He was out the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I don't know. For me, when it comes to butch queens, I think that you are always going to be attracted to men and masculinity. And unfortunately, I cannot give that to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you probably going to sneak behind my back anyways and go get tore down by another butch queen or get tore down by the trade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And dealing with a trade, you either gonna go fuck with another trainee or you finna go get with fish.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm fucked.
You fucked up.
Thank you.
Period. Girl.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go into our last little subject, and this is soft life. We just gonna talk about just having a little soft life.
Yes.
What does living your soft life look like for you since you've transitioned?
Doing what the fuck I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what I want to do. Taking care of myself. You know, self-care is like really important to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it depends on like what you think is a soft life.
Yeah.
I think it can be many different things.
Yeah. And how do you protect your peace, like while being that girl, online and offline?
I don't let people get too close to me. I don't let people get too close to me. I don't let what the internet says affect me. Because when you meet me in person, you're gonna say, "Oh my God, I love you," and I've been following you for so long.
Yeah.
What they say about me on the internet is never
what it really is
in real life. So it's just like everybody just gangsters behind the keyboard. So you know what I'm saying? I don't let it. It comes with this lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But how do you maneuver through that? Because I know like when I was on the show, like reading the comments, sometimes they will honestly sometimes get to me. So I literally had to stop reading.
Yeah. So sometimes that's what you got to do. So just don't read it.
Yeah.
Don't read it. And you also just got to remind yourself that like, one, it comes with it. 2, these people really don't know me. And 3, like with time and like years of like constantly going through the shit on the internet, you really develop a shell.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes that there's some things that people will say will sting me, but I have created this shell that it'll just bounce off me.
Yeah.
And I just have to remind myself like, girl, fuck them people.
Yeah.
Girl, fuck them people.
Again,
I'll be having
you don't fucking know me.
Bitch, I'll be looking at the motherfucking mirror like, girl, bitch can't motherfucking tell you shit. A bitch can't fuck with me.
Can't fuck with you. Thank you.
Thank you. And so like you just literally have to just be like, fuck what they say.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to get to you. Yes, I'm human. Some things does sting more than others. But with time, you just create this extra skin, like this tough skin that like, it's like, oh, Joe. Another bitch that's hating.
Another bitch that's
mad. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah. Being Gabby and being who you are, like, what's something that you want people to remember about you? Like, what's one legacy that you want to leave behind?
That bitch didn't give a fuck what nobody said about her. that bitch did what the fuck she want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Live for you.
Mm-hmm.
Live in your truth. Fuck what people say about you. If it makes you happy, do it. That's all I ever want to like leave behind.
Yeah.
I just did what the fuck I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to what the fuck y'all say about me. I'm not gonna let it affect me. Bitch, I'm happy. This is what makes me happy. So I'm just gonna do that.
I'm just gonna do it.
And she was just a bitch that didn't give a fuck. She was had a good time. She always had good vibes, and she was just the life of the party.
Yeah.
And she was a genuine soul. And I think that's just kind of what hopefully I leave.
Yeah, it's always been a good vibe though. Like even like I said, like you've never given me any other persona. Like anytime I see you out, like it's always a good speaking. Like, you know, you always like good energy. So I agree. What's next for Gabby? Outside of the movie, outside of, you know, possible reality TV, what's the tea?
I'm in real estate school.
Okay.
So, yes, I work in the real estate field already. I work in property management. So now I'm going to go over to the realtor side. Okay. So I'm super excited about that. I kind of want to just like start like doing my own thing. I think I've been so focused on my professional career. These past few years, I kind of put social media behind me. And I think it's time for me to come back and get on y'all screens again. Because I just really been chilling. I've just been flourishing. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just been doing me. And I think that I'm ready to kind of come back and be in front of everybody again and just put content out there. Eventually work for myself. I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I love what I do. Same. Just like every job, it has its pros and cons. But overall, I'm very happy with what I do. I like to keep my job and social media separate. Because who I am at work
is not who I am
outside of work.
Right.
Exactly. So
I agree.
But yeah, I think that, you know, I do have some things coming up. We talked about, you know, where you're going to see me soon. Got the movie coming out. I'm about to get this body touched.
Oh,
thank you. So I have that coming up. And yeah, I think that's like just everything. And just, you know.
And that's what's up. And what I do want to point out, what you just said was like you basically have been focused on your personal career. And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to literally like leave behind, not necessarily leave behind, but put like your entrepreneurship to the side a little bit and like really focus on that. Because I think for me, maybe like 2 years ago, I was just in this rough space and I was trying to do everything at one time. And it was just like, hey, put this down because this is going to be here. Like you need to focus on like your professional side. Right. And so I did that. I focused on working. After I started focusing on working, everything got to where I needed to be. It's like, okay, bitch, now you can tap back in. So I love that for you. And I'm excited to see everything that you're going to be doing.
Thank you.
Now, before we go, tell everybody where they can follow you. Tell everybody, like, again, like your social media and all that. Because, you know, like you said, you're going to be back in front of our screens and we definitely want to see. And you do have a YouTube, so you need to get back on there too.
And that's something I'm going to work on. You know what's been the hardest thing for me to do is like, in today, I started vlogging. I'm trying to like get on TikTok and shit. They done took my page, so I had to rebuild my page on TikTok. I'm so annoyed. And so I was like vlogging, and I think that sometimes, yes, my phone is always in my hand, but just because it's in my hand, like I'm not always thinking to record. And I think that like I be living in the moment. I be outside. I be having a ball. And it's like, bitch, I don't be thinking to just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we're going here, we're going there. And I always think about it after the fact.
Me in Houston, I got 2 videos where I started vlogging when I got the plane, got in the car with my friend. And then after that, ain't even seen this phone. Ain't thought about this phone.
And like, it's just, and I be having so much fun. I be outside, you know, it be shit going on. And like, I always think about it after the fact, like, oh, bitch, that would have been a perfect thing.
Perfect little,
you know what I mean? And so I think just like training my mind to get back into that social media era that I was once in. So that's something that I'm working on personally. So,
But yeah, let everybody know where to follow you. And then once you do that, give some inspiration to a young trans woman that's out there that's just starting her transition as well.
Yeah. So you can follow me and find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Gabby Amourr with 2 R's.
Mm-hmm.
I think TikTok is 3 R's or 4 R's. I can't remember because they had to make the new TikTok. And then, everything's pretty much Gabby Amourr. Just type it in, you'll find me. I sometimes be shot over here. I don't know who be hating on your girl.
Hate on a girl, but
just type it in and you'll find me.
She'll be there.
Thank you. But to the young girls, I just want y'all to understand that I really want y'all to really take your time. And I want you to get off social media and I want you to think, is this who I am? Do I truly feel like a woman on the inside? Because it's okay to just be a femboy. Mm-hmm. It's okay. I know y'all don't like this term, but to be a CD, a crossdresser, a drag queen, it's okay. That's totally okay.
Yeah.
Because being trans and being a woman is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. Once you start and you get far enough, you're never gonna go back to who you were when you started. And I think that if you that is something that you want to do, make sure that if you're young, and you are going to end up being homeless, wait. Go get a job, go get your own apartment, and then, I just had this conversation with someone, and then start your transition. But if you transitioning is going to cause you to be hotel hopping, whatever the case may be, work on that before you start your transition. Because once you get into your own place and you have your own shit, can't nobody tell you nothing. But when you under your parents and your parents are homophobic, transphobic, whatever, they're gonna make your life living hell.
Yeah.
So I think once you make that decision, do things the right way. Don't be running to anybody to go get pumped. Don't be putting everybody hormones in your body. Do the right thing. Go to a therapist. Get your ticket. I think it's now going to be a lot different because we have Cheeto Man
up in the White House, child.
Exactly. So things
doing a lot of fuck shit, but yeah.
Right. And so I think it's going to be different when it comes to that. But just do things the right way. Take your time. The biggest thing is to take your time. Do not compare yourself to anybody else. Your transition is not going to be like the next. Their transition is not going to be like yours. You are you, and you are unique in your own way.
Yep.
And it's just super important to really take your time. Don't rush the process. Just because she went and got her bags in 6 months after being on hormones does not mean that you go and get your bags in 6 months after hormones. Let your body develop. You don't understand what you're putting into your body. Drink your water. Work on your feminine mannerisms. Sometimes you got to stay in the house. Stay your ass in the house for the first year. Delete everything off your social media and pop back out. So do what you will with that information. And
Well, Gabby, I want to say thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you for just talking to me, because I'm always a person that wants to learn. I want to learn. I like to, be able to educate myself and be educated on a lot of different things. And, I do have trans friends, and I have one of my friends that came on my show previously, and she had a different take on things that you have. So it's just to see different perspectives is always important to me. So thank you again.
Thank you for having
me. And y'all know what the fuck it is. It's your boy Tag Did It, and we are here on Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag, featuring none other than the Gabby Amourr. Now next week, I have another special guest, and let me tell you, he is another gay guy. Him and his fiance just had a baby, and let me tell you, I am bringing it right here on my show. So get ready and make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe right here on Talk About Tuesdays with Tag. Thank you.
Tell them that Tag did it.